Flight jackets are iconic garments, instantly recognizable to anyone who's seen a classic war film or modern aviation uniform. They're more than just stylish outerwear. They represent decades of innovation, adapting to the needs of pilots and aircrew through countless changes in technology, climate, and combat environments. Today, we're exploring the history of flight jackets to understand how they evolved from heavy leather coats to the sleek, insulated designs we know today. It all began in the early days of aviation, during World War I. Pilots flew in open cockpits, exposed to biting winds and freezing temperatures at high altitudes. Their solution was simple: heavy leather coats and goggles. These early flight jackets were thick, often fur-lined, to provide warmth. While effective at keeping pilots somewhat comfortable, they were bulky, stiff, and not particularly user-friendly. Still, they set the stage for future innovation. By World War II, the need for better flight jackets became obvious. Aircraft could now reach higher altitudes and encounter even more brutal conditions. The U.S. military introduced specialized designs like the A-2 leather jacket for Army Air Corps pilots and the B-3 sheepskin bomber jackets for bomber crews. These jackets were still leather-based, but offered improved insulation and some functional features like front pockets and slightly better range of motion. The iconic look of the leather A-2, often decorated with unit patches, became synonymous with the brave men who wore it. As aviation technology advanced and jets entered the scene in the 1950s, flight jackets adapted once again. Leather, though durable, was heavy and restricted movement in tight cockpit spaces. Enter synthetic materials and lighter fabrics. The MA-1, developed by the U.S. Air Force, was a radical departure from heavy leathers. Made from nylon, it was lightweight, offered improved mobility, and featured a bright orange lining for visibility in case of ejection and rescue. The MA-1's sleek design, knit cuffs, and weather-resistant qualities set the standard for modern flight jackets, and it quickly became a favorite among ground crew and even civilians. By the time the Cold War era rolled around, flight jackets were being produced in various variants, each optimized for specific climates and roles. The G-1 jacket, favored by U.S. Navy aviators and other specialized models, offered unique blends of warmth, water resistance, and practicality. Pilots now had gear that combined style, comfort, and functionality. Today's flight jackets continue to evolve, incorporating high-tech fabrics that are lightweight, breathable, and weatherproof. Many modern designs draw inspiration from classic silhouettes like the A-2 or MA-1, blending heritage style with contemporary materials. Once strictly military issue, flight jackets have also found their way into civilian fashion. Their unique mix of functionality, military heritage, and timeless style appeals to everyone, from outdoor adventurers to streetwear enthusiasts. From the freezing open cockpits of World War I to the pressurized cabins of modern jets, flight jackets have adapted every step of the way. They're not just coats, they're living pieces of history, reflecting the constant evolution of aviation and the people who push its boundaries. If you've ever worn a bomber or a lightweight flight jacket, remember that its design is rooted in decades of innovation, courage, and necessity.